It's 10:30, Thursday, May 20th, and I am getting ready to head back to the trail. Had a really good stay here at the Sufi Lodge, and here's some info about it. Great folks. I encourage you to check it out. It's an interesting experience. Really enjoyed it. All right, Sufi brought me down here. Sufi is the proper pronunciation. I've been saying Sufi this whole time, but it's Sufi. He brought me here to the trail, and getting started. I'm gonna just slowly make my way and get warmed up. That was a hard place to leave. I've been stalling all morning. There's this earlier shuttle, but I waited around and took the late shuttle. So for reference, Dickey Gap back there was where I got off and back on the trail. It's mile 518.6. Just got passed by Clicks and Condiments and a couple other guys. Man, they are moving on today. It's 2:50 in the afternoon, and so right around 12 or 12:30, I stopped and took a little siesta. I actually took an hour nap next to the trail, and rather enjoyed that. And while I was laying there, Alan and Bradley walked by. So I had a group of three I traveled with for a couple days. It was Kim, Alan, and Bradley, and they went off in their own directions in the Grayson Highlands. Kim went to see an old friend, and Bradley and Alan both went to the store, and apparently they stayed there. The Grayson Highlands store, general store, I think it was. They stayed there. They said they had a real good experience, and they walked by and they said their destination today was going to be the shelter up here where you can order pizza and have it delivered to the shelter. So I told them I'd try and catch up with them and see them there, but I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I've still got 9 miles to get there. Certainly enjoying the easy walking. This is nice. I've been on natural gravel for a little while, so this is really nice. I'll soak it up. Here's the cows. Come on. Come on, calves. Calves. Come on. So, got a little bit of gate malfunction here. Let's see if I can straighten this out. Well, I couldn't straighten it out with the lack of tools available to me, but I can certainly latch the gate. So I'm glad they have two means of securing the gate on there. I'm getting to where I kind of enjoy signing the trail registries, looking to see who's been through. It's kind of fun. Swimming hole. I just put on my dinner to soak, and I put on pre-cooked dehydrated pinto beans with no salt added. I threw some olive oil in there, hemp hearts, some nutritional yeast, some red beans and rice seasoning that my wife made, and then before I eat them I'll probably mix in some hot sauce. So I've got that to look forward to. He's just sitting there sunning. Let's see if we can get him to head off in the other direction. trying to play dead, isn't he? Psst. Yeah, get on. Well, he's kind of a hardhead, I guess. There he goes. He didn't like that, did he? Shh! Get on. He's mad at me. Go on. Get out of here. Get. Why are you still flicking his tail at me? It's 6:42 in the evening, and I haven't videoed in a little while, but the trail goes right there. I am 5.1 miles from the shelter, from the road crossing, and I've decided to go ahead and hang it up for the day right here. I've got cell phone signal. I've got a nice comfortable bed of leaves here to lay on. I've got everything I need, so I think I'm going to call it a night. Get up early in the morning, knock out that 5.1 miles, and then on fresh feet, and then head to town, to Marion. So pretty lazy setup. This is what I ended up with for tonight. Just gonna use an A-frame, and actually I'm not even going to use that. I'm just using it for a wind block right now. And if I think it's going to rain or whatever later on, I'll pull the other side over. Anyway, I got my bear bag line in the air, and I've eaten dinner already. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and call it a night. So I'll check in the morning. Good night. Good morning. It's Friday, May 21st. It is 6:30 in the morning, and I am sorting out made my breakfast. I'm loading my backpack and getting ready to start walking. I've got 5.1 miles. The trail's right over there, by the way. I've got 5.1 miles to make it to a road crossing where I will jump out. I'm gonna figure out how to get a shuttle and then go to Marion, Virginia, and get to the post office and get my resupply box and get back on trail, and then keep moving. So that's my plan this morning. And it is just before 7 a.m. and I'm starting at mile 5:29.2. So I'm starting off this morning. My feet are really sensitive. I've experienced this a couple times on this trip so far. When I came out of Hot Springs, when I came out of the Smokies, and basically when I have a long day of gravel, the pads of my feet get really kind of overstimulated, and I end up with, the next day they're kind of tingly and really sensitive. So I'm going to do my best today, walk slowly, and just get through all the rocks. Okay, so I just talked to a gentleman that was sleeping, or he was packing up, where he slept right next to the trail just like me. He asked me if I was trying to make it to the shuttle, and I asked him about some details about the shuttle. and he told me that it runs 8:30, 11, and 2 from the road crossing down here to Marion. So maybe I can get in on the 11, worst case, and then back out on the one that comes at 2. So I'm gonna try and make that happen. I don't think there'll be any problem getting there by 11. Thankfully, the terrain on the trail changes rapidly, and knock on wood, now I'm cruising right along. Looks like cilantro over here. Hey, cilantro. How's it going? You guys doing all right? Came out of Pat Jenkins, and there was this gentleman here, Donnie Duck. He's doing trail magic, and he offered to give me a ride to town. Why do you want to do trail magic?
Because it's an awesome feeling to me to help out any way I can.
Well, I tell you what, it's definitely an awesome feeling to be on the receiving end of it, for sure. Thank you.
Buy another water bottle.
All right, in the Marion, Virginia post office, waiting in line to get my resupply. This is a pretty common thing going on here. Got people repacking right here. All right, so I'm leaving the post office. Got a little change of plans. I'm gonna have to go to Walmart and do a resupply because my box is not quite here yet. There's the post office. My box is not quite here yet, so I had to bump it on to Bland, Virginia, and then so I'm gonna go and do a resupply at Walmart, get 4 days worth of food, and then I'm gonna get on up the trail and plan to be in Bland by Tuesday. Should be a walk in the park because that's a little over 60 miles. This, I'm in here resupplying. They'll let anybody in here.
Yeah, they will.
Bunch of hiker trash.
Just hang down at the local Walmart until our room opens up. We got 2 hours to go.
All right. All right, it's 1:48, and we're back on the bus, getting ready to head back up to the mountain. So 0% chance of rain tonight and a 3% chance of rain tomorrow. So I feel some cowboy camping in my future. Rocks are really slowing me down today. I have to get used to this. Go through Pennsylvania and all that. But and they're really putting a kibosh on my pace. Gotta take the good with the bad. This is part of it. I think they slow everybody else down too. So it is 6 p.m. Still creeping along. Haven't turned too many miles today. There is a spring up here in 2.2 miles. I'm gonna at least get to there, fill up, and then I'll probably stop somewhere afterward. Also, there's a Mexican restaurant that's just right off the trail, but it's about 7 miles ahead. So that might be my lunch spot for tomorrow. I don't think I can make it there by the time they close. So I'll just wait and maybe hit them for lunch. It's 8 p.m. and here's my spring right here. I'm gonna fill up with water, and then I'm gonna try and find a place to sleep that has cell phone signal. The Chatfield shelter is 6/10 of a mile ahead. I'm gonna head that direction, and then if I find something that looks desirable to sleep before I get there, that's where I'll stay. Else I may end up around the shelter. So by the time I get stopped here, it may be dark, and if so, I'll just film in the morning.